All right, Dave, thank you. Well, new this morning, right now, you can go and watch the book-to-film adaptation, The Housemaid. I got to chat with the director, Paul Feig, about the popular best-selling book now hitting the big screen. All right, Paul is joining us this morning. Paul, thank you so much for giving us a couple of minutes this morning. First, let's talk about the film here, The Housemaid. Tell us about it if we haven't seen it in theaters so far. What's it like?
Thanks. Thank you, Tanner. First of all, hello, Michigan. That's my home state. I'm from Michigan, so hello, everybody. No, The Housemaid is a twisty, turny psychological thriller that is both scary and funny, and you'll go through so many emotions in the theater, but bring your friends because it's a real group experience.
Yeah, so this is a story that many folks already know, right? It's already in text. It's a book. It's a great novel. We actually have some folks here at our station that have read the book. When you are making this as a book-to-screen adaptation, what is that like? Because I would have to imagine there's some sort of pressure to get the story right because a lot of people already know it. So what's that like?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great responsibility because people love this book. It's been on the bestseller list for 2 years. But, a book is slightly different than a movie. We are very, very true to the book because the book is great. But we wanted to add a few things for people who read the book, who like an ending that they didn't expect and some other surprises throughout. So, you're not just going to see the exact replica of the book that you read. But my advice is, if you haven't read the book yet, buy the book, but don't read it. Watch the movie and then buy the book because you're going to have so much fun getting these twists and turns that you don't expect on the big screen.
Interesting. Yeah, I've seen a couple of different book-to-screen adaptations here recently where, the book and the what happens on screen are very similar, but you kind of get those little Easter eggs when you read the book even after you watch what happens on screen, which I think is really cool. I'm curious, from your standpoint, what is your approach to directing, something that is supposed to be thrilling, but also a story that people know very well?
Well, again, you have to be really true to what people love about the book. And I always come into anything that's already exists as a fan. And so when I read the book, I just had all the fun and the surprises and the kind of the experience of seeing these things for the first time. And so I remember that. And I want to make sure that that happens on the screen and it pays off in a way that is as good as in the book or even better sometimes because, it's just visually things are much different when actors are actually doing it. But I had the honor of Freida McFadden, who wrote the book, when she saw the movie, said the movie is actually better than the book. So there you go.
See, a nice compliment to you and the folks that you work with. I think that's great. What were the conversations like with the author? Because I'm sure you guys probably had extensive conversations to make this movie. Let us into those conversations. What were those like when you guys were in production?
Well, I mean, she was very supportive. When we did the adaptation, we sent her the script and she loved it. There was a couple things from the book that were missing that she wanted back, but I was calling her to say like, oh, these things aren't in here, but we're going to put them in anyway. So we were like in sync the whole time. And then she came to set a couple of times and visited and just got to know the cast and everything. But she was very, very supportive. I mean, we were just in lockstep, really.
Yeah, you worked with a really great cast. We're talking Sydney Sweeney, Amanda Seyfried, a lot of other names that are a part of this cast. What was it like working with them, and what conversations had to happen, too, to get them into the characters here that are going to be on screen?
Well, I mean, they showed up really knowing what they wanted to do. So it was pretty easy. We had a very short shoot on this. It was 34 days, which for a movie is like nothing. So we had to really bear down and really plow through it. But they just brought that natural quality to it. They understand these characters so well. I had a lot of fun with Amanda Seyfried, who has kind of the most twisty-turny role, and just finding ways to kind of vary what she was doing. And she was just brilliant. But the whole cast is just wonderful.
Yeah, Paul, we've got about a minute left, so I'm going to ask you this question just about your experience, because I know a lot of your movies in the past have been comedies, right? You're known for your work on Bridesmaids, other things too, with Melissa McCarthy, actors like that. Talk about the transition from doing comedy to now doing what is an action kind of thriller, mind-bending type role here.
Well, I mean, I honestly consider all my movies to be comedies. Just some are really, really, really dark, and that's what this one is. I mean, this has had some very serious topics in it, but it's the way that we play with the extremes and the moments when we get to release the tension, and the moments when you get to kind of have payback that you're wanting from certain characters who aren't good people, and you just play into that, and so you have fun with those moments, and otherwise you stay very true to the genre, and you want to make sure that you're taking people on that thrill ride, because I love thrillers. Those are my favorite movies to watch. I just like that feeling of being pulled along and gasping and being surprised and reacting with my friends.
Yeah, we love to see those reveals throughout the thrillers, right? I think that's so cool. Well, Paul,
Yeah.
any last words for your folks back here in Michigan as the movie is out now? What do you want everyone to know?
Michigan, please get your friends, go see the movie together. This is the most fun girls' night, guys' night out. Just bring everybody you know, because you will have it's very interactive. Audiences get very interactive. They're yelling at the screen, they're cheering, they're screaming. So it's what movies were made for. It's what movie theaters were made for. So go see it. You're gonna have the best time of your life.
Absolutely. Go get that popcorn or whatever your movie theater tradition is and go see that film. All right, Paul Feig, thank you so much. We appreciate your time this morning.
Thanks, Tanner, and thank you, Michigan.